What's up, kids?
Are we live? Are we? Are we live?
We're close enough.
Vivi Course Random. I doubt you paid $4.99. I don't hear any notification on my phone.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
guys start paying up. We need that $4.95 a minute, $4.99 a minute.
I'm still seeing no feed on the live chat. There we go. Ooh.
Yeah, it's all that lag.
Is this gonna switch back and forth when you talk and I talk?
Oh yeah, there's some special button for that somewhere.
Yeah, you should turn that on. That way people can actually see you.
I'm one of those people that should be heard but not seen.
Oh.
I have one of those radio voices.
Okay, they can hear you though, right?
Oh yeah, they can hear me.
Oh yeah, there he goes. There's Willie. That name.com hat.
Oh yeah. Dude, Greg, you gotta look at the Google Hangout, not at the YouTube.
Hashtag not sponsored by name.com.
Hey, but you know what? If name.com wants to sponsor us,
Free domains, man.
dude, they're more than welcome to.
Do some work. So what's going on? Why do we have over 400 people? 436 now watching? Wow.
Yeah, everyone's got to pay up. If you saw the title.
Yeah, so we're saying, all right, so $4.99 per minute. It's already been a minute, so everyone better pay up. So $4.99 times, we're going to make some bank in this live stream here. Let's see. $4.99 times, let's see, 456 of you watching. We just made $2,275.44. All right.
Start paying up, guys. We don't know where you live, but we'll figure it out.
VPN. I see that, Justin. I see it. I see what's going on there. So for those who are wondering, this is a reference to net neutrality, a bit extreme, but we did take a jab at it there. We also have a video dedicated to net neutrality. Austin, you actually took it seriously. Wow, people are taking it seriously.
I mean, that's okay. I mean,
looking for dinosaurs, dude. You've already paid like $5. You've already paid your dues, bruh. We appreciate that, but you don't have to keep paying $5. He's actually gonna pay $5 per minute. We're gonna like.
Oh wow.
Really guilty about this.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just give it away or something.
We'll just give it away. Yeah. We'll do some giveaways here at the end.
Yeah.
You need to remind me because I'll forget.
All right, you entertain me for a second. I'm gonna figure out how to make it switch automatically.
Is it switching automatically now?
Oh no, I'm clicking on it, but I can probably figure it out.
Oh, that's pretty trash. Yeah, how was it doing it before? John Tyler, this is what freedom looks like.
Yeah, this is capitalism, guys. Go ahead and start sending your $5 over.
So for those who are still wondering or who haven't maybe seen the net neutrality video or
wait.
Care,
Jose said he's not paying. That's a permanent ban.
Permanent. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I see it. Blacklisting. Put user in timeout.
Oh God. Oh, he actually did.
Oh, for 5 minutes, bro. I'm just kidding. I would. I as a payback, I'll let you pick one person in the chat that we put on timeout after you. Okay. All right. So Jose, stick around for 5 minutes, and then you can tell us who you want us to mute. It could be anybody, including.
You said, "Wait, do we actually have to pay?" Yes.
Yes. That answer is yes.
The
are $2. What is that?
Oh, that's rupees or something.
Rupees?
I don't really know. That's me.
Why doesn't YouTube like automatically not translate, but like convert the currency? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think you can do like a super chat. I think the smallest super chat you can do is like $1, right? But then in other currencies you can do smaller amounts. So I think after YouTube fees, like we probably lose money on some of them.
Yeah. Anyway, really glad you guys are watching. Over 500 people live. This is really awesome. We appreciate that. So we really have like no game plan, but this is going to be a set thing. So every Sunday around 9 o'clock, we're going to try to live stream. We'll have different guests on. Will will be with me most of the time. I want you guys to get familiar with Will because he's doing a lot behind the scenes for the channel. He's been doing a lot, like a whole lot of stuff that I don't even understand. He's been doing for quite a while. Thanks.
I just charged the credit cards $5.
Dickaquin Tatarin. Thanks for that $1. Appreciate that, my man. Is that a what is that? Is that a Subaru? What is that in your profile picture? It looks like a Subi.
Hardware Unbox, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's going on, Steve? How you doing, man? Oh, we actually, wow, Jesus. Okay. Guys, relax with this. It was a joke. I appreciate you guys playing along. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. 990. Appreciate that. X4 Gaming has DS lips.
Oh God.
Should I know what that is?
Yeah, you should. You shouldn't have said it out loud.
Oh, great. Now I'm gonna get demonetized.
That's awesome.
Oh, whoops. That's
Do we
probably
have a PO box? No, no, we don't. But we have something similar.
Yo,
Uh,
Steve. Sorry, I'm waiting for Steve's $4.99. Better
yeah,
pay up,
Steve,
bro.
$4.99 a minute, sir. We're blessing you with our presence. So, Steve, if you don't want to pay up, buddy, there's a permaban waiting for you.
Bro, you just super chatted, bro. You see that little money sign down below? You just click that little button and you click 55555. Sounds about right. What? You shorted us a penny. Come on.
Whoa, permaban.
Shelby, we're expecting that penny. We're going to start charging interest.
We should nationalize the internet, says vital statistics, whatever.
Nationalize the internet. I think Will has an opinion on that, yeah?
Oh, everyone has an opinion on everything.
Oh, yeah. This guy says, effing lasagna, mate.
Oh, we gotta approve that comment. Let's see.
Yeah, I already approved it. That was good stuff. Yes, of course, it's a joke. This is a hit on net neutrality here. Now, the idea, Will knows more about this than I do, is that if net neutrality were to suddenly disappear, then ISPs could charge extra, or give you what did you say it was, Will? Fast lanes? Is that what we were talking about? Provide fast lanes for their partnered websites and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean that's what's crazy is they call it I forgot what the bill is called, but they're calling it something like return the access or re-free the internet act or whatever it's called. But in reality, it's sort of the opposite, right? And I think it's funny if you look back at you look back at Congress and all of that in 2010, 2012, when they first started talking about this, it was actually reversed, right? So like the Republicans wanted it and the Democrats didn't, and now the Democrats want it and the Republicans don't. And so it's sort of I think it's a bipartisan issue, but it's since the political climate is what it is, that everybody has an opinion. So, but
so because the Republicans are in power now, it's a Republican spearheaded thing. But
yeah, and I think what's funny is that everybody says that oh, the internet should be this way, the internet should be that way. What's hilarious is it's a bunch of old dudes in Congress who don't own internet companies, never have, never will. Don't know how the internet works. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not like you guys or us or whoever. Like, they didn't grow up, tinkering and trying to figure out what the internet is. And so it's sort of like, an offensive thing where people are like, well, we're going to regulate what you do, and in reality, the people who created, the internet, right, as we know it today, if they would have had to pay off ISPs to make sure that, their users can get to it, like that would, innovation would stop, right? Like Snapchat wouldn't exist. And I mean, maybe they would, but maybe not to the same degree.
Someone would pay $100 if they saw you strip. I'm just saying.
Brendan Whaley, dude, there's actually, hey, send the money and we'll talk. But it could be $100. You have to add some more zeros to that.
Also, Jupiter Sailing, we appreciate the $5 donation. Thank
$20 a bag of coffee. What?
Was Noah Kramer?
Verizon
for EA. Why are you asking that, Noah? Maybe he's asking you, Will, if you work for EA.
Do I work for EA?
Yeah.
Who's asking?
Electronic Arts. Noah.
Bitcoin. I can't. I don't know.
Noah Kramer.
Too many pixels on this new monitor. I can't see the names.
Well, those $250 4K monitors we bought at Best Buy.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. I don't know if you've tried
them. Value-wise, yeah, they're great. I mean, but you're not going to be the best for what you see out there. Let's see, what do we have? Shoot, Bitcoin is high, 87.31 USD per coin, man.
Oh, I think it's higher than that. Alexa, what's the price of Bitcoin?
Here we go. Oh, it's a stellar piece of hardware you got there.
Alexa, what's the price of Bitcoin?
As of 1 minute ago, one Bitcoin was $9,572 and 53 cents.
Hopefully you guys bought Bitcoin in 2013.
Hey, Sedgwick says $100 for a quick nip slip.
Ooh.
I believe you're referring to Will, right?
Ooh. I mean,
that's if the action is,
I might be able to get like an A cup out. 1440p IPS 144 hertz monitor, good at $400. I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, because wait, what was he asking?
1440p at 144. But I mean, that also depends on more factors than just the resolution and the refresh rate.
Yeah, right? What's the screen size? First off, you can get 24-inch 144 hertz 1440p monitors for $400 easy. Black Friday deal should be a bit better than that. Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? Alexa was like spot on with that. Like as of 1 minute ago, like she's on top of her game.
Oh, you said as soon as you said that, my Echo Dot went off. Oh, how about this? Alexa. Let's just see how many people's Alexas. That's crazy. Bitcoin, human tragedy, drugs, guns, and trafficking. Yeah, I mean, but like that opinion though, like I don't know. I think you can do. It definitely opens it up, right? Like it makes it easier for people to hide. Like you look at the Pablo Escobars of the world, or people that did, move a lot of money for illegal transactions. Now they don't have to do it. They don't have to move boats and trucks of money. They're just doing it digitally. So there's definitely some sort of, issue that has to be addressed there. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Greg?
I wasn't even listening to you. I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
Ooh, wow. All right. What are you saying about PO box? This is Noah. Noah, we don't have a PO box. But if you want to, like, I don't know what you need a PO box for, but if you're trying to like send us something, it better be $4.99 a minute. But
yep, at least.
But if you do, I mean, you can tweet at us. We'll probably set up a PO box or something. I know with like the new studio and everything set up, we'll probably, definitely get something going.
This guy says maybe you should discuss the option of nationalizing the internet and making it as transparent state-run enterprise, but he's got like the hammer and sickle.
Yeah, I don't think there's such thing as a transparent state-run enterprise.
There's always going to be some degree of on the DL, right? If you want, if you're not willing to trust big business, why should you trust big government? Like, government is a business. It's like any other entity. It breathes like any other corporation.
Yeah. And I think you guys would be surprised how, like, without getting into too much politics, like I think you guys would be surprised at how in the middle Greg and I are on issues. Like I don't think we're left or right. I think we're I don't know left or right.
Realistically, it's easy to get polarized. It really is.
Nationalizing
smaller
or similar results to freeing of GPS services. Well, not necessarily, because the GPS services have a fixed cost, right? Like as you increase, if you had, there's not a whole lot of bandwidth in GPS because, you have a GPS receiver, right? Your phone has a GPS receiver, not a transmitter. So you're not adding load to the GPS system by, adding a million more phones, right? So I think the issue with internet, right, is you get into bandwidth. Like, how can we actually get that much data around the world? And I mean, I don't know. And I think that net neutrality sort of has a bigger context too. It's not necessarily, people think about it from the consumer standpoint about paying for Netflix or paying for whatever. But my question would be, if you're going to pay for Netflix, great. But what about if you ignore the conversation about Comcast owning NBC or NBC owning Comcast and Hulu and all of that? What about the backbone of the internet, right? Like, what about the level 3s of the world? And the Zaos and the big carriers, Hurricane Electric, all of them that actually move a lot of the data around the world. Are they going to start making deals to where the backbone of Comcast might run on level 3 to go to the west coast of the United States, and then now all of a sudden there's added costs to move VoIP traffic or whatever? I think they've already been prioritizing VoIP traffic on Comcast's network for years, but that's just because they say that if they don't, their argument is that if they don't prioritize the traffic, then you could have lag or that sort of thing.
Grease the Monkey asks why there's a Google logo at the top left. That's because we're using Google Hangouts to facilitate the stream today. Yep. Brought to you by #Google. Someone asked how old I am. I'm 23.
Will and Greg Nudes.
Well, you're 23 too, right?
23 what?
Are you 23 years old?
No, I'm 22 Bitcoins.
Oh. I got him.
Yeah, he does. He's gonna die first, statistically. Actually, probably not. I think competing mortality has he's got me beat there.
Sedgwick asks, "What did we get for Black Friday?" Watch or follow us on Twitter. You'll know that we took a picture and put everything up on there.
Yeah, and it was sort of last minute. Like, it was kind of funny because Greg tweeted, it was like, the only thing I bought from Black Friday was this like green screen, and then like 3 hours later, we're like, hey, you want to go to Best Buy? And we just walked in there and spent way too much money.
Yeah, spent a lot of money, more than we were supposed to.
Yeah, pretty much. Greg, how often do you twerk? That's a good question.
It's like every other day.
Yeah, 5 gigabits per second for streaming. That's enterprise grade internet. I don't know what you're talking about, but 5 gigabits per second. I live in a rural small town in a small community. I've had the same DSL since 2009, and Verizon is only company. Okay, so you have the only company, and I pay more than most people do for FiOS. Interesting.
You got gigabit fiber installed this week. Comcast can suck a fat one.
Yeah, Comcast actually has a 2 gigabits per second upload and download plan. I think it's $300, but there's a $500 installation fee, and there's also a 24-month contract. You also have to live within a quarter mile of one of their fiber nodes, so there's that. Can you unplug and replug your mic? Which one are you talking to?
He's probably talking to you.
I can't hear my mic, so I don't know if it's good or not. I'm gonna assume.
I mean, it's like a webcam quality mic.
Oh yeah, it's on my MacBook. I'm too lazy to hook up a real mic.
Unless this thing's trashy, it shouldn't be. How much World of Warcraft gold for 1 minute of streaming?
Gucci Boom says, "I know where you live, Will." All right, fair enough. Fair enough. My address is on the internet. That's true.
What did you get? Wow. What? Jay Corner? What does that mean? Gigabit for $80. That's enough for me. Not bad.
Where's everybody's $4.99 a minute, bro? It's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah, seriously. You're paying all this money to your ISP, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's up to this? By the way, you guys see my profile picture on the bottom left of the screen? That is that's a really old picture. That was like from like my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, and mine is a little better. So
yeah, what you stole mine. He logged into the Science Studio account, and I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
This is totally different when it's only Greg. Ryan D.
Well, I don't know what that means, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Is that good or bad?
Ready for that?
Do you really have to pay? The answer is yes. If you have to ask that question, the answer is yes.
There's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a free
live.
lunch.
I hope it's live, Master Maniac.
Oh yeah. I pay 60. He pays $60 a month for 60 down and 5 up. That is pretty hard to swallow.
Adam, what you got? I was laughing at that. No.
Caesar Antilla. Greg, who's the girl you keep posting about?
That is Lisa. That's Greg's sister.
Good. We're just gonna leave that one there. I pay $120 a month NZD, which is like 85 USD. Need PayPal. Floyd beat Mayweather. Yeah, Verizon's 300. That's pretty sweet.
What do you guys have? Like, what's your bandwidth speeds and how much are you paying? $5 super chat again from
dude. Looking for dinosaur. He's okay. For those who are not aware of what's going on here, he's donated $5 legit like every other minute.
He said he used his YouTube budget now.
Yeah, really. I pay that as well. $60 for 60 down and 5 up. Charter cable. Charter. Who's Charter? I think I've heard of them.
Charter's pretty big.
Is that in like South Carolina area?
It's more of I pay 110 for 80 down and 20 up. Interesting.
Where is McLovin, Greg? Everyone asks where McLovin is. McLovin's probably working right now.
Insert excuse here.
Oh, we're getting flooded with specs now. Here we go. 130 for 250 up and 10 down. 100 for 300 up or 300 down and 10 up. 45-ish a month for 75 down, 7 up. I have 8 up and 1 down for 87 a month.
Wow.
You're getting 1 megabyte a second, bro.
Dude, all right. I have an idea. So this is going to be called the Petty Moments with Greg and Will. If you guys will go to speedtest.net, run a bandwidth test, and then tweet us the results.
Oh yeah, this will be
at ScienceCDOYT and then at Will D Humphreys. If you'll tweet us, we'll just pick one of you guys in a second and give you like a gift card for Amazon, like $50 or something.
Also, we want you to say how much you're spending for that plan.
Yeah.
That's like the other half of the equation. So whatever, like if it's cable included, mention that. But if you're just paying for data, just let us know what you're paying to get what you're getting. I'm really curious what you guys are having to pay, especially outside of the US, because it gets really weird once you step outside our country. $40 for 400 down and 50 up, Stiff Ninja? Jeez. That's pretty cool. DSL's 1 to 3 down, up to 1 for up. I've got no clue how much for. Who is that donated? I missed him. I missed him. Trucker Bomb, $5 for Greg's hair product fund. Everybody else chip in and match it. I'm sure it's an astronomical amount each month.
You guys, you know what? Like, I'm probably going to spend that $5 because just go ahead and take a look at this. All right. I don't know. I need a haircut, like big time, but we're going to pop that name.com hat on.
Hashtag not sponsored by name.com.
Oh yeah. It's definitely not sponsored by name.com.
I really wouldn't appreciate the free publicity though. Although some people, like some companies, have gotten pretty upset over people giving out like essentially free advertising. You heard of stuff like that?
No.
Yeah, like I don't know why they would ever get upset, but I've seriously heard like people will just mess around and act like they're sponsored by companies, and like these aren't suggestive channels; they're just like, you know, gameplay and whatnot. And these companies will go after them and shut down their YouTube channels just because they're like claiming to be, that's like false advertising, but still.
Free the Web says Rio has a guitar. All right. Free the Web also eating. Are you still eating Thanksgiving leftovers? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, not $5, but a contribution nonetheless. $2. Well, you know what? We'll bill you for the other $3.99. $1 surcharge.
Wait, I didn't even see that one. Where's that $2 one? I didn't even see it.
They're just scrolling through. It's the last one.
Oh.
30.
Oh yeah. No, I went to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, so they have all the leftovers. So I'm basically just eating pizza rolls every day.
What speed did you start YouTube on?
Wait, what?
What speed did you start YouTube on?
Oh, geez. I started at my school. At the time, I didn't have a wired connection, so I was just going all Wi-Fi, and I had about 2 or 3 megabytes. So I was around like 20 megabits per second.
Here's a question. How does DDoS protection work? So DDoS protection can be done on the application layer, which is referred to as layer 7, or it can be done on the networking layer, which I believe is 3 or 4. And so the idea with DDoS protection is if you're talking about just sheer volume, right? So if somebody sends you a 100 meg DDoS and your internet connection, you have like 20 down at the most, right? Your internet's going to stop working. And so what you'll do is you'll route that traffic through a data center that has a lot more capacity. So say you know, just in the simplest terms, if you had a server somewhere that had 10 gigabits, right? Then you could take that and you had 10 gigs, and then you could absorb that 100 megs per second, filter it out, right? If it's like a send flood or something like that, you can filter that out and then push the clean traffic to the actual IP address. So your real IP is never disclosed; it just goes through the filter. That's the easy explanation, I guess. I don't know if that answers your question. Anyone hitting the 240 for download speeds and getting 25 for uploads? Oh yeah, I haven't looked at Twitter. I guess we should look at Twitter.
This guy's got better uploads than he has downloads. I'm looking at some of the tweets right now. Dennis Rigdon. About $80 a month. USD with Verizon. Okay, send the screenshots, not the links, because I don't want to have to click on the links.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want that.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Like, Jesus. I'm just Google Hangouts. Oh, someone asked if that was. My download speed is 62.5 megabits per second. Is that good? Decent? Bad? Well, how much you paying, brah? You gotta tell us how much you paying.
Oh yeah, I never tweeted the live stream.
Oh, what's up?
I never tweeted the live stream.
Oh yeah, true.
I got it.
A fast upload than my download. Yeah, what's up with that? Like, I guess there are certain scenarios where having a faster upload would be beneficial, but most of the time you're going to be downloading content, not uploading content. That's why it's usually prioritized 90%, 10%, you know, like 90-10. $30 per month for 5.5 and 0.5. Ouch. At least you ain't paying a lot for it.
66 down. Ooh, here you go. This guy's got 963 down and 258 up.
Whoa.
Switched from Comcast, he says, with MetroNet.
Dang.
Now imagine having to run a speed test for Netflix, running a speed test for Snapchat.
Dude, look at that one. Look at Justin Perry's. He's got 500 megabits per second upload and 150 download.
Really?
Like, what is going on with that? He said it's included in his apartment rent. That's pretty insane.
Wow. Oh, that's also at a university.
Yeah.
Universities usually have that. Usually they have a static like fiber line, so they'll have, you know, they have a shared port, right? So if they have a gig down, they have a gig up.
Technospace says, as a YouTuber, up is more important to me, but like, I mean, I upload videos every day, and I can say that I only use upload speeds to upload videos. Like, that's it. Unless you're uploading videos all the time, I would still prioritize download speeds over uploads. Maybe I wouldn't even split it down the middle. Like, I get 500 up or 500 down, 50 up. I wouldn't even like give myself 50 more ups by taking away 50 of my downs, just because I think 50 is fine. Like, I'll just sit and let the thing upload, do something else in the background.
All right, let's see here. Scroll through the new tweets. 83 down, 11 up, 163 down, 204 up. That's interesting.
Gold Wolf King says, WTF.
Who has the slowest internet? If you think you have the slowest internet.
Ooh, dude, we're going to get into some like kilobit per second.
I don't need anybody like, right-clicking, inspect, and change.
And it says, I know the struggle with Cox in Arizona. It's ridiculous. I had Cox in Louisiana. Jeez, that is like a freaking dog.
Never had Cox.
It's so bad.
65 down at 10 for $80 a month. Recently, there's a fiber company, but they only work in select areas. Yeah, that's actually what's crazy about fiber. A lot of the fiber, in the United States is run underground. But if you go to a lot of the developing countries of the world now, like I do a lot of stuff with Honduras, and all of their fiber, I got fiber to one of our hospitals down there. And what was crazy is that all of the fiber optics is run on telephone poles, just like phone lines. And so on the Pan American Highway, if someone smashes into a telephone pole, then, you might knock out internet in part of Brazil, right? It's pretty crazy. Wow, 8 megs down, 0.7 up.
My grandma does with 56K dial up.
That's fun.
10 megabits up, 1 meg down.
Oh man.
5 and 0.5.
Tripping on Twitter says I'm paying $55 for AT&T, and he has 3 megs down and 1.38 up. Oh god.
Ouch.
You're paying $55 for that, dude? That's insane. 500 kilobytes down. Omar, where are you in the world? 1.5 down and 0.5 up from DSL. So you guys are still using, so there's a lot of people here using DSL. But are you using DSL because it's cheaper, or are you using it because that's what's available in like your rural area? 50 megs up and down with home phone and cable for $120 on Frontier. This episode of Science Studio After Hours is brought to you by electricity. That's fine. We have fiber infrastructure in 80% of the country.
Z Big says, yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a South American country, huh?
Where?
Like South America. I don't know. He didn't say where he lived, but it just sounds like a South American country.
America?
With only one ISP? Is it like a government-controlled ISP?
There's the 56K dial. Yeah, actually what's crazy is a lot of the backhaul fiber in the United States is owned by about 5 companies, and it's leased between each other.
That's weird.
Boston, our bottom tier internet, $60 a month for 200 down, 40 down, 80 down.
This guy says, I'm using DSL because it's literally the only option in my area.
Dude, how about
my condolences.
I'm just gonna pick somebody. Is that cool? Let's just what about this guy? This is sort of like a sympathy gift card. For tripping, I guess. Let's see. He's paying $55 for AT&T. He has 3 megs down and 1.38 up. All right, let's give him the gift card. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. So you got $50. That sound good? $50?
Woo! $50. Woo!
That'll $50 will give you at least one more month of your 3 megs down.
$50. There you go. Yeah.
So yeah, I will retweet this if I can find it. You will.
100 down, 40 up, 90 AUD a month. I mean, it's not terrible, but that's
wow.
I mean, they have that here in the States. Jesus, only DSL where I live, $120 a month for 16 down and 2 up.
Really?
Oof. YouTube, my building offers 10 megs down, 0.5 up for 3 devices, capping at 1 terabyte a month, $50. Dang. Well, that's interesting. Thanks for sharing, folks. We're very curious. I guess another thing would be, so, well, I don't know, Will, what would you say, like, if you had to group all the first world or developing countries at least into one big pile and pull out the country that had the worst internet infrastructure, which country do you think that would be?
Well, you mean out of all of the developing worlds, which one has the worst internet?
Yeah.
Well, some of them don't have any internet, right? There's, if you look at places like Ethiopia.
I mean, that's not what I'm talking about, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm talking about, like, I don't know, I guess Ethiopia is developing, but, like, I mean, like, I don't know, just a country that has a really high GDP or something that has, like, a terrible internet service.
Oh, like slowest country. Alexa, Alexa, which country has the slowest internet in the world?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Man.
North Korea? Someone said North Korea.
Yeah, well, but North Korea also has, they don't really have full-on internet access, right? There's only a few people who actually have access to the real internet.
Hello, Shut Up Navi. Interesting name. Mexico. Come on. Come on. Still jealous people with fiber. Explain again, Will, how Google Fiber works. Like, how does the payment structure work with Google Fiber? Because it's not like a flat fee, right?
I think it's $70 a month.
It's just $70 a month flat?
I think so, yeah.
I thought you said it was based on, like, usage.
No. So there's two ways to build fiber, right? Residential fiber, yeah, it's $70 a month. Residential fiber is billed at a flat rate. Commercial fiber or wholesale fiber is billed on what's called the 95th percentile. So it's average usage over time, and then you'll pay for a port speed. So if I have a gigabit port speed and then I'm averaging 23 megs per second, which doesn't, it might mean that I use 800 megs to download a YouTube video or whatever, but my average is 23, right? Knock the top 5% off, you have your 95th percentile, and then you're billed at a per meg per second price. So that's how they come up with the pricing there. But the residential stuff is usually stacked, so you're not buying dedicated bandwidth. Greg might buy a 1 gig connection, I might buy a 1 gig connection, but we're sharing some of that on the averaging on the billing side. So that's how they profit. What about Elon and low orbit satellite internet? It's definitely possible. Google Fiber's not dead. North Korea does not have access to the internet.
Everyone in Europe has better internet than the U.S.
Yeah, but a lot of that has to do with geographical, like the United States is so spread out, metropolitan-wise. Like all of the areas are so spread out that the infrastructure costs are a lot higher.
Yeah, like how many super rural places in Europe that are like not within 50 or 60 kilometers of a big city are there in Western Europe,
Right. And then, in the United States, a lot of the land is flat. So the problem with that is you can't use air fiber. So like products from Ubiquity, things like that, to actually, make air runs in the mountains and that sort of thing.
Check that out. James says in Denmark, he has 200 at $18 a month. Can upgrade to 500 for 36, I think he said.
Wow.
38.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
Some latency on satellite is awful.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Is that not the delay, like for people like with cable? Like that's the delay when you switch channels, basically, like that, like pause
it's more about the digital encoding, right? But it's not. It's just because the box has to decrypt it, right? Because a lot of people used to steal cable.
Those boxes are trash too.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years ago, you could climb up a telephone pole and screw in a coax, and then
oh yeah, people still do. Yeah, they split it.
Free cable, but now what they've done is they've switched it all to digital signals, so it's all encrypted, and you have to authenticate with a network, and then it allows you to watch them, but it has to decrypt them off the line.
Yeah. A lot of it's on the ground now too.
Am I being charged $5? Says John Lane. Yes, you're being charged. You're being charged $4.99 a minute to watch us. That's just how life works.
Yep.
Get over it.
$30 US, 6 down, 1 up, mountainous region.
There you go. Science Studio YT, I pay 500 INR, which is the equivalent of $7 US for 1 gig.
In India.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I know India has really, really strong net neutrality rules. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Do you take food stamps? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to be funny. Oh, it was good.
Unfortunately, this live stream is being recorded. So.
Oh yeah, all being recorded.
Meanwhile, I have a 13-year-old router. Yeah, you should get that looked at by a doctor. 150 down, 15 up for $60 ORZ, whatever that is.
Yeah, dude, I had no idea when I was with my parents still, like, they have a 1 terabyte cap, and I had no clue that was with Xfinity. So we actually passed it by like 10 gigs, and they told us they were going to charge us like an extra $20 per 10 gigs that we went over.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I seriously never knew, because I had never purchased my own cable until just recently. So I never knew that there were data caps like that. I mean, I knew they were for mobile phones, you know,
yeah. About 5 years ago, Comcast introduced data caps, and the initial data cap was 250 gigs a month, and then they got a lot of pushback, so they decided just to go ahead and throw it out the window. But now with all of the net neutrality conversation, people are talking about data caps coming back and that sort of thing. With wireless like T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, AT&T, you guys have seen all of the hype where Verizon, everybody used to have unlimited data for $30 a month, right? Because the network was 3G speeds, right? So they could easily handle the traffic. But now with all the live streaming, Instagram and Snapchat and all of that sort of stuff, the networks are congested, and so they switched to a per gig model. So they would sell plans, and this is in the last 5 years. And then they've in the last 12 months they've switched back to unlimited plans, but now they limit the top 5% of their users back down to 3G speeds after 24 gigs or 26 gigs or whatever the limit is.
This guy said, KC Sam says, I pay $82 a month for 0.25 down and 0.13 up and have to bundle with an effing phone service latency so bad I am thinking of switching to satellite.
Yeah, I wouldn't. 30 megs down, 5 megs up at $60, including TV and Panama.
Is this guy like he keeps like posting the same crap over and over?
Every message costs $1.99.
Yeah, Akshay.
Post his name you want.
Katakar. I tried my best, man.
All right, let me get this guy's gift card to him really quick. 1 second.
Net neutrality does not stop per gig plans and data caps. Well, it's not. I mean, that's not what we're arguing. We have data caps now, and net neutrality laws are in place. But if those rules, regulations were to suddenly disappear, the idea is they can do whatever they want with any tiered system. They could say X amount of dollars for this access, X amount more dollars for this access. Oh, if you want another 50 gigabytes a month for whatever tier you purchase, then you got to pay an extra fee. So having the tier system when net neutrality doesn't exist allows them to implement more of those caps per tier, is the idea behind that.
It says I $1.99 now. Yep, you better pay that up via Bitcoin.
I'm out, ain't paying for shit.
Josh Saunders says enjoying this, but noticed you included Virality in the latest tweet.
No, so Virility made the thumbnail or that little picture that I posted on the tweet. So I tagged him in it because I wanted to give him credit, but I didn't have any more words. Like I didn't have any more characters in the tweet, so I kind of had to leave it there. But Tony will be on. Like we'll have Tony on the chat probably next week, I think. I told him this time we're just kind of messing around. I didn't think you'd.
Yeah, Josh, are we not good enough for you, bro? It's gonna cost you another $50.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Can they block websites? They could if they laid the laws back.
Do we take Dogecoin for payment?
Sure.
Sure, man. Yeah.
That's
80
crazy.
bucks for gigabit is awesome. I don't know why YouTube blocks some of these comments. Like, I wish it would just, like, look at this. He used the word, okay, well, all right. I'm still going to allow it because screw it. Oh, wait, did you already click allow?
Oh yeah, we have a censorship free environment.
Censorship free. Express yourselves. Any celebrity guests? Yeah, we're thinking of having, what are we thinking of having, Will?
Well, if anybody wants to jump on the live stream, we'll let you. I'm not gonna. I'm basically just gonna make it this way since we're talking about net neutrality and supporting it. If you want to get on the live stream, you're gonna have to send us money. So that's just how it's gonna work. You guys want the laws changed? This is how it's going. So,
What's the minimum donation they can send?
$400.
$100. Can they send like a penny? I'm just curious. I've never had to do this before.
Sure, why not? But the highest bidder gets it because that's how net neutrality works.
I expect a bill sent later, Greg. Also, maybe this is a way to test demonetization. Well, this video won't get demonetized. This isn't like we don't leave these up for very long. How much extra do I have to pay for censorship free?
Propelled, that's a really good comment. I'll approve that one.
Send super chat. Okay, so you can send, let's see, $0.
Yeah, so
let's see if I can send 50 cents.
This is how it works, guys. You click it and you're done.
Whoa, dude, you can send 500 bucks. Holy crap.
Yeah, you can. Like, look, see, I'm going to enter my credit card and I'm going to send Greg $2.
Are you seriously?
But it came from Greg's account because I'm logged into his account. Sorry.
Good game, bro. Wow,
we just super chatted ourselves.
Jesus.
Hey, we're not exempt from paying, all right?
People are like, LOL, what? Someone says Santa hats are copyrighted. Santa hats are copyrighted. Oh, looks like we're just going to keep this one demonetized. We're relying on your donations now. We're not going to make any money from ads.
They pay $1 for every megabits per second download they have.
Yes, Josh, we just gave ourselves $2.
Yeah, don't you want to give a cut to YouTube and then get it back in your bank account in 45 to 60 days?
Yeah, does it take that long, seriously?
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Gee, well, I know YouTube takes like a month to pay out, so I can only pay in DDR4. Dude, that's worth a lot of money, so yeah, sure, by all means.
Send 500 Bitcoins. You're going to actually have to send 550 Bitcoins.
Can I pay for a super chat with a virtual high five? No.
Greg, you need to up these rates to $7.99 per minute.
Yeah, we're getting too much traffic here. It's too much demand.
We'll check your account, sending one big old doink your way. Whatever that means. Just don't bomb me.
ISP can block and throttle websites now, even with net neutrality. That's what Comcast did to Netflix last year.
It's true, they did.
We were just talking about this. Yeah,
they did, but they stopped it after Netflix paid them off.
They stopped it.
Base reveal at $15. Wait, what?
He's gonna reveal his face, man. He's talking about himself.
Oh, okay. He wants.
You can't donate 69 cents. You can donate $69 though.
True.
Hey, I had to watch an ad when I got in, so I'm pretty sure it's monetized. Yeah, but who's to say we don't like not get that money? Right? I'm pretty sure when our videos get demonetized on YouTube, I know people still get ads on there. I'm pretty sure they just don't give us the money.
Yeah, the live stream's monetized right now.
Yeah.
But you guys have to realize the amount of money that comes from ads is not
oh, it's trash. Yeah, most of y'all are using ad blocker anyway, so we're getting screwed over. The point is,
that's the worst thing about being a tech tuber is that the majority of the audience uses ad block.
Yep, that's yeah, about 60% of you guys use ad block.
Yeah, you guys are too smart, so use ad block, and then we're
a bunch of smart cookies. It's 3:47 a.m. Is there a discount on off-peak hours?
No, but what I will tell you is your power company gives you a discount on off-peak hours, so you can take the savings and apply them to your Science Studio account.
Boom, boom. If you keep copying, if you keep copying and pasting the same dumb thing over and over, YouTube, I pay 500 INR, which is equivalent to 7 USD for 10,000 megabytes per second, which is
What?
I don't understand. You use a capital B. There's a difference between a capital MB and a capital M lowercase b, bruh.
I mean, I kind of get what he's saying. He's saying he has 10 gig E for $7. Is it good? I feel like that's not true.
10 gigabits per second. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even when I buy international bandwidth in Honduras, I mean, even dark fiber is not that cheap.
Yeah, it's okay. You're forgiven, Potsify. You're forgiven.
Did he send us money? Because that's how you get forgiven in this world.
Do you still know if you get ad rev when someone uses YouTube Red? Yes, that's for sure, no matter what. So basically with YouTube Red, what you're doing is you're paying like a subscription fee so you don't see ads. And you get extra benefits included with that. But we get a proportion that actually when it breaks down our monthly earnings, it shows us how much of our earnings is from YouTube Red. It's like, I think for us, it's only like 5 or 6%. It's not very big. But
yeah, but see, YouTube, you pay $10 a month for YouTube Red or whatever. And then if you're watching a ton of YouTube videos, right, then you're actually making YouTube lose money. But there's, hundreds of thousands of people that are, paying for YouTube Red, but maybe watch one video every day, Yeah. So it all balances out. And then they pay a CPM that's pretty comparable.
Looking for dinosaurs, what do you think of YouTube Red versus AdBlock? Well, YouTube Red, I mean, you're paying for one. AdBlock, you're not paying for jack except for your internet connection. So YouTube Red helps us. Like we do get kickbacks from that. When you watch a video, we get like micro pennies on the dollar, but it's still something. When you use AdBlock, we don't get anything because no ads show up, and YouTube knows that. So when you put in, when you have AdBlock running and you load up a YouTube page and you jump straight into the video, Google says, well, hold on, they didn't see an ad, so we're not going to pay for that ad, right? Because it wasn't implemented. Do
you think
just the end? Do you know what Tandy 1000 is? What is that, Will?
I don't know. Do you think we'll win defending net neutrality?
I'll look it up. Tandy 1000.
I really don't know how it's going to go down because it's not like a vote of Congress. I don't believe, right? I think it's an FCC vote, and so it really doesn't matter what we think. It really matters what everybody in the FCC is like, where they are on it.
Dude, the Tandy 1000. This is coming from who donated the $2. It was Jesse N. So Tandy 1000 is the first in a line of more or less IBM PC compatible computer home systems produced by the Tandy Corporation for sale in its Radio Shack chain of stores. Interesting. Radio Shack's out of business now, so I wonder what the fate of Tandy was. Is this live stream sponsored by Taco Bell?
I don't know if that's a fat joke or if that's like I don't know, but we'll go with it.
I wasn't even thinking like that, but now that you say it, it could have been a fat joke. Oh, that's rude. Don't make fun of my weight. Jeez.
Yeah, Greg's fat, all right? Okay.
Oh, y'all are so mean. Congress can override the FCC with law-making authority after the fact if they choose.
5-second ad is nothing. Just watch to support the creators. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys not to use ad block. I mean, who cares? But at the end of the day, it's sort of like a principle, right? Like if you support the creators you watch, then watch the ads, right? If not, if you don't like watching ads, buy YouTube Red. I mean, what's the $10 a month? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people watch YouTube more than they watch Netflix. So like you're paying like what? I know Netflix subscription went up by like $1, so now I'm paying like $14 instead of $13 a month. So what, YouTube Red's like what, $10 a month?
I think it's $10.
So yeah. Can we get a sponsor read? What's a sponsor read?
Sure. What do you want me to say it's sponsored by? I don't have any.
Crunchy tacos. Sorry, it's got to be soft tacos. Unless it's a fiery Doritos Locos taco, because that's what's up.
This isn't Sellout Studio right now. I don't really have any ads to throw at you.
Tony says, I've read the Bible 69 times, and in the book of Greg 4:20, Jesus says, he who hath used ad blocker shall never have their wiener touched by a lady and shall never know the glorious taste of Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I feel like you regretted reading that about good, and then you were already too far.
I didn't proofread it. Yeah. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Now everyone's going to be like GIFing that. Wait, no, GIFs don't have audio. Thank God. Donation time. That's what's up. Looking for dinosaurs. Going to go broke over here.
You think YouTube TV is worth it? I actually think it's kind of overpriced.
Yeah, I think it is too. Well, you said it was like $10.99.
No, YouTube TV, not YouTube Red, sorry, YouTube TV.
Oh, yeah.
$35 a month, and it's only available in select markets.
Yeah, Doritos Locos Tacos are like the best thing ever. That's the one hard taco I'll eat.
Is skipping the ad after 5 seconds count, or do I watch the whole ad? Dude,
We still get paid for that.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I mean, I don't think it really. I don't think it really matters. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I sit there and watch a whole ad, dude. I'm sitting there waiting for that one and I'm skipping it, right?
But we stay, but it's the, like you said, it's the principle, right? So like,
Yeah.
even if you don't view the whole ad, we still get a small kickback from it. And I don't know like exactly what the proportion is, like if they pay out the whole thing, or if they pay only a part, like a portion of it. Like if that's the case, who cares? You know, click skip anyway if you can. They're giving you the option. I don't blame you at that point.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I just bought YouTube Red, right? Like I just don't want to deal with the ads. I hate ads, but
Sister said, "I love live streams. Hearing Greg read that was perfect, and now I know why I don't get laid."
Well, why pay for YouTube Red when you can go download Tweakbox and download YouTube Plus that doesn't show ads? YouTube.
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like ad blocker's easier. YouTube Red gives you Google Play Music, which is basically a poor person's version of Spotify. Combined with that $9.99 is a steal.
Someone said GIF is pronounced YIF. That is definitely not true. Good try, bro.
Trolled, dude.
Good try.
You're getting trolled.
I let my friend borrow my PC and he returns it full malware.
Paying my 1 cent with interest, sir.
Appreciate that, Mr. Shelby. Oh yeah, that was the person who donated like $2.99 or what was it?
Yeah, he told me, he asked me what the interest would be, and I told him it'd be 180% APR. So he's paying right. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is $4.99 a minute to watch us bless you with our presence.
Oh yeah.
This is how net neutrality works. So start paying up.
Ooh, someone says GIF as in gift. It's not GIF. It's not GIF. Don't be weird.
Bobby,
Shane.
for some reason, Bobby, all of your comments get blocked, and I don't know why.
Whoa. Roland Dawson says, one time I watched an ad that Greg had that was an hour long and skipped it at the last second. It's the pettiest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth it, dude, because I mean, we can't like talk about numbers, right? But like I can give you a general idea of the way YouTube works, and it's like it's cost per 1,000, so it's your one ad's not a whole.
It's 0.1%, bro.
Yeah,
it's okay. We don't feel bad. Greg, your thumbnail scared the crap out of me. I thought it was real. You can thank Will for that. That's all Will engineering over here.
Yeah, I made that just to troll people. YouTube Red has a 4-month free trial right now for Black Friday. So does Apple Music. Apple Music has a 3-month free trial. It's trash. I don't recommend it.
Oh yeah. And I have an iPhone.
And it auto renews, which is the worst part.
See, that's where they get people. That's like the free trial with Netflix. Like you have to enter a card now. I know that was one of the things I wanted to talk about with the App Store. I remember when I had like my first iPod Touch, like when I was like 15 or 14. It took me a while to get one, but I got my first iPod Touch, and you download the App Store, you create your little Apple account, and then you can just download apps. If you wanted to buy apps, then you had to add a credit card after the fact. Now, in order to even create an Apple account, you have to sync up a credit card, like no matter what. I didn't know that. It's like they're basically getting you trigger happy. And if you accidentally misclick something, like the one-touch buying options like they do on Amazon.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the in-app purchases, dude, it's a money-making machine, and they're playing off of people's ignorance, which I think is pretty messed up.
Yeah, and I mean on the iPhone and all of the in-app purchases now, you can buy things on websites, right? Like Shopify has integrations with it and everything else to where they'll actually charge your iTunes account for the transaction, and all you need is that thumbprint or the Face ID or whatever, right?
Okay, I'm blocking that dude who keeps like copying and pasting all this crap. Dennis Rigdon, my dude, $20. Appreciate that. I offer you this 20 as a bulk price for that $5 minute bit. Take it or fuck off. Also, Apple Music is so bad. I'll have to try it just so I can like be on the same boat as you guys, because I've never clicked it just because I don't do that kind of music. I just download music. Like I have like my own library of stuff I've purchased from way back when, and that's just keep adding to it. But like I've never wanted to use Google Play Music or Apple Music or anything like that.
So what do you say, Greg? Do you want to bring people into the hangout with us?
Yeah, let's bring Dennis in. See if Dennis wants to come in. Yo, Dennis. How are we going to chat this to him?
I don't know. Let me figure it out.
Will's going to try to figure it out. Hey, Dennis, we're going to try to bring you into the chat, my man. We've done this before. For those who are new to the live stream thing, or at least with the Google Hangouts interface, we can actually bring other people into the live stream. So you can see yourself on the channel, basically. It's kind of cool. It's different than YouTube, more personal.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work like we want it to. What we could do, we could just open it up to the masses for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes and then call it a day.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have to get better about possible Robin Estrada's comment. I can afford you hangout prices. How much? Stage fright. Dennis, all right, we're gonna see. Let's just link it out there and let's see. Dennis, you gotta be quick, my man.
Dennis said he can't.
Dennis said he can't?
Yeah, Dennis said he can't. We can just try to
just stage fright. Oh, I didn't even realize I was reading his comment. Okay, yeah, just like post it out there and we'll just get people coming in.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're gonna get flooded. That's okay. It's okay.
All right, guys, here's the rules. We're going to post this chat little turbo hangout thing. You can join, ask your question, stay on here for like, talk for a solid 15 seconds and then GTFO.
15 seconds. 15.
Like maybe not exactly, but, try to keep it short because there's 500 people or 400 now. We're losing people. But
these are basically like power questions. So you got to get your question spit out. I'm going to answer as quick as I can and as concisely as I can. And then we're going to move on to the next person just so we're fair to everybody.
When you jump in it, how about you guys mute your mics because it sucks.
Yeah, mute your mics, brah. All right, Will.
All right, let me get the link. This is scary.
Press F to pay respects. So everyone's tripping. Oh, yeah, click it. Do it. Oh, he's spamming hard. Yeah, you're going to see it.
All right, here it comes. Everyone's about to join. It's going to suck. All right.
Oh, jeez. All right, we got one person. 2 people.
Oh, yeah. Let me open
people.
The control room because nobody mutes their mics anymore.
All right.
All right. Mute you, and mute you.
Yeah, remember, you got to mute yourselves when you come in.
I'll mute you.
Otherwise, everyone will be talking all at the same time, and it gets really, really bad. Hey, for some reason, when it shows you, it doesn't show everyone in the... Oh, there you go. Now it does. Are you tinkering with it?
All right, so
people are like pressing F all over the place. Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. Also mute your mics.
Yeah, mute your mics.
Your mics are muted, but mute your live stream in the background. If you have it playing in the background, just focus on Google Hangouts. And then let's just try to go for it. So Naughty Cord.
God, you got a guy petting his pillow down there.
Let's go with Naughty Cord. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. You
want to ask a question or anything like that?
I don't know. I'm not from the USA, so I'm not too happy about net neutrality, but it's something that I think it's going to affect the Canada as well. Like, if it gets put in place, it's going to affect us in some way or the other. Do you think it's, like, going to change something for us, or...?
No, what do you think, Will?
Yeah, I mean, it could, right? Because, if you're accessing a service that's based in the United States, right? Right now, it's all about low latency. So if it's better to have a server in Quebec, then they're going to have a server in Quebec. If it's better to have one in Chicago, they're going to put it in Chicago. But when you start putting these national laws in place, then now it becomes the question of, or the lack of laws, right? Then it becomes the question of, what is something restricted in the United States, right? Do we become to the point where companies restrict things over certain networks? So instead of traffic going through Chicago because it's lower latency, they go somewhere else because that state doesn't have, laws that block the content, right? So, but it takes longer to get there. The latency's higher and the speeds are slower. But yeah, I think especially since it's something in the United States, where a lot of these tech companies are based and that sort of thing, I think people forget that a lot of the infrastructure is also based here. There's definitely a significant amount in Canada too. But yeah, I think it will.
Yeah. I was thinking of Facebook. Facebook doesn't have any server in Canada.
Really?
There's like 2 data center in Sweden, and I think there's 1 in Chicago, and that's it.
Interesting.
I'm not sure though.
Huh.
So,
all right. Well, yeah. Thanks for your question, dude. We're gonna try to get through as many people as we can.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, have a good day. Let's see if we can get who is next. Rockable Dat. Is that a thing?
Oh, what's up? How you doing?
What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
I'm just chilling. I saw your stream up. I was like, oh shit, why am I paying $4.99 to watch a stream? I was mad as fuck. But then I'm like, oh, it's a meme.
Wait a minute. Did you pay your $4.99?
Yeah, dude, that's like mandatory.
Yeah,
If you didn't pay your $4.99, I'm about to permaban you. Where'd you go? Did you mute yourself?
He's muted.
You're back.
Are you there? All right, you're still there. You got a question for us?
Yeah,
I
well, I
don't
was
really
just curious.
have a
Do you think the
question.
net neutrality like Canada?
I think net neutrality might make it hard to watch anime and torrent it. So that's why I'm upset. That's really
And
important.
there it is. There it is.
It's very important.
There it is.
With that.
All right.
Sekoi is a good anime.
The net neutrality like Canada?
Will, Jesus, this is
All right, kick him out of there.
this is gonna be so bad.
Him out of there. All right, so let's try this again, guys. Remember, all right, please mute your mics and mute the audio in the background. If you're on the Google Hangout, you don't need to listen to the YouTube stream. All right. Last guy had a pretty valid question, but couldn't answer it.
It was a valid question, though. Other than that.
All right, Seth Manka. Seth Manka, are you here, dude?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm another guy from Canada, and the other guy kind of answered my question. Do you think this is also going to affect like Canadian companies who some of them are like in the United States and some of the American companies that are in Canada? You think it's going to affect them like crazy because like they're trying to put their businesses up and the cost of internet's going to go up in some places, and it's going to affect like how Canada runs their stuff because Canadian internet is already super expensive and stupid in some areas. Like 100 megabits per second download speed is sometimes over $100, and just Ontario alone, it's more expensive to go north. You think it's going to affect a lot of stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it'll be twofold, right? So I think that in the first 5 years, I don't think we'll notice at all. I think the people who are non-technical will not notice. Go ahead, hey dude, go ahead and mute your live stream. I'll go ahead and mute you, but I think that it's going to affect it from the side. Like in the next 5 years, I don't think anybody's going to notice. I think what comes up is you're actually not going to see prices of bandwidth go up. I think what you'll see is not the opposite, but I think you'll start seeing the freemium model, become relevant in the internet, right? So where people, if AT&T can, acquire a customer by giving them a $5 a month social media package, right? So that their kid can watch YouTube videos in the car while they're driving around, and that's all they want them to have access to, then I think that's what's going to happen. But I think the issue becomes later on, well, then now that kid's not able to access anything other than that. And you get into these like segmented packages, and I think that's where it gets dangerous. But I mean, it affects everybody, right? Because if the upstream providers like Level 3, Zayo, all of them, if they change it to say, okay, well, we're gonna discount HD video because that's we like moving that data more than we like moving encrypted data, then I think it's fine. I think you'll get into an issue where a lot of cable companies, a lot of internet companies are owned by larger media companies. And if you guys remember about 10 years ago, the whole DMCA Act, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the thing that people always get YouTube videos taken down for, and all that sort of stuff. People send down send a takedown notice, right, for that today. But LimeWire, all of those things, the ISPs wanted to block the traffic, the torrenting traffic, which torrenting in itself is not illegal, but what people use it for can be, right? And so, using something like Tor, BitTorrent, any sort of encrypted transmissions could be blocked by your ISP, just because they don't want, they want to cut down on all the copyright, right?
Right.
So, cool. Greg, who's next?
No, you pick, man. I'm not in control of that stuff.
Ooh, not that guy. All right. I love the internet. Let's go with Bob. What's up, Bob?
Hey, so seeing that there's so many Canadian people, do you think you're going to do more Canadian content?
Hey?
What do you mean Canadian content? Like what?
I don't know, more Canadian deals? I don't know.
A mass, about 50% of our viewer base is from the United States, and about, I think, 12 to 13% is Canadian. Actually, it might be less than that. I think it's like close to 10%. It just wouldn't make much sense for that's just as like people like Steve will tell you, like Steve and Brian, the guys that live over there in Australia, they always say their prices first, and then they'll convert it to USD because they know that a large portion of their audience is also from the United States. But it wouldn't do us much good at all to do Canadian-based deals and stuff like that if most of our viewers aren't from Canada. It's just a matter of statistics is all that is.
Think of the 3 out of 3 people that called in today were all Canadian.
Yeah, but our Google Analytics says otherwise about our viewers in general.
Yeah, Bob, it's not going to make any difference. I'm from Canada, and our dollar is crap. So, yeah, we're that's just dumb. We're never going to be talked about in anything. That doesn't make any sense. I apologize. I don't mean to be rude from Canada, but yeah, it won't happen.
I would have to say, like, even if you guys had, I guess it would be easier if our dollars were about the same strength. But even if they were, let's say they were on a 1-to-1, I still would do most of my content would be centered around the United States market, just because that's where I live. That's where I'm most familiar with. I know what deals are good here in this country, and it's harder for me to relate to countries outside of here because they have different pricing structures. They have different tax brackets. They have all kinds of stuff that goes into effect that I don't know about. So I don't want to act like I do and say, oh, this is a great deal in Canada, even though I don't live here. So it's more or less just a matter of like where I'm comfortable dealing, and I'm not comfortable doing it in another country. So.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, man. Thanks for your question.
Thanks, Bob.
Well, I was going to ask if you think net neutrality is going to come to Canada. I don't think it will, but just out of curiosity.
You mean the idea of the regular?
Well, it's hard to hear you.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that the regulations, right? I mean, they're talking about rolling back something that they put in place that prevents, people from doing it. I think that the question of it really hasn't come up anywhere else in the world necessarily. But I think companies' reactions in the United States, like ISPs, instead of them saying, oh, well, look, like the cell phone companies, right? Like we have all of this, people are using all this bandwidth to get on Netflix and YouTube and Spotify and all that sort of stuff. But instead of increasing our network capacity like tenfold, right? Like let's go ahead and just prioritize traffic, like let's slow down other people. And I think that one of the biggest misconceptions is that they talk about, okay, well, let's get rid of net neutrality so that we can, create these fast lanes. Well, I can tell you if Netflix pays, Comcast $20 million, they're not going to lay new fiber for Netflix, right? They're just going to prioritize the traffic that's already on the existing infrastructure. And that's when, it's not a win-win, right? Like it's, somebody can do it. And
I 100% agree with you there, because I think what was happening, I think it was like 3 to 5 years ago in Canada, we had cell phone companies from the States trying to get up here because our cell phone services are okay. But I pay like $150 a month for my cell phone, and I only get like 5 gigs of data. Like it is stupid. And because Bell, Rogers, TELUS, they own Canada's cell phone, and they said, well, we put the infrastructure in. No, you're not coming unless you pay us $100 million to come up here, some outrageous number. and they kind of held everybody off, which is crap because you guys have awesome, awesome cell phone prices out there compared to us. But then our internet here, I was doing a little research on it. Our internet here is kind of government regulated. They can't limit anybody, but they can almost charge us whatever they want. Like if you live on a farm out here, oh God, you're gonna be paying $400 or $500 a month for like 100 gigs. Like it's dumb, and 35 up and nothing else. Like it's crap. So,
yeah, I would like to see like a map, kind of like just of the United States for one, because that I'm more familiar with these prices again. But I'd like to see how the pricing structure differs from between like rural places and urban places or suburban places. Like what are the different prices that people are paying location based, right? So it's not only about how many ISPs you have in your area, but also about how far you are from wherever they're splitting this stuff off. I wonder if
broadbandmap.gov.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
But is it going to show us prices? Like it has like a price density map. Like I would be really interested to see something like that.
Yeah, probably not. I'm not sure.
It would require so much data. You'd have to have a sample from literally
Yeah,
everywhere.
OpenSignal probably has it. They do a lot of analytics with cell phone companies, but I'm not sure if they do anything with wired or wireless broadband.
Well, see, cell phone's a little different though. I mean, you pay it and you either get the service or you don't. Like it's just like a flat,
Right.
You either get it because it's all wireless. But with the wired stuff, like you're actually paying for that infrastructure to some extent, or sometimes they have to come out and lay the cable for you.
Yep.
So I wonder what the prices are. Maybe like price per megabit or something like that. I don't know, something.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. What about Angry Tech? What's up, Angry Tech?
Yo, we can't hear you. Still can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Oh.
Still can't hear you. Give me a thumbs up anyway, man. Just give me a there we go. That's what's up.
Right, come back.
Okay, we'll just assume you asked something about net neutrality because that's what everyone else has been asking them.
All right, dude. All right.
All right, man.
We got Fall Bros. Is that a thing? What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hello?
Yo.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
That's an affirmative.
Okay. So I have a Q6600 machine with 6 gigabytes of RAM and a 1050. So I want to upgrade it, but I still want to keep the 1050. What would be an upgrade path for the computer?
With a 1050, I just go like with a Ryzen 3 or something.
But you want
that's
to keep the 1050? Is that what you said?
A GTX 1050?
You want to use both? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's just like a placeholder so that I don't have to spend a ton of money on the graphics card. So, like down the line, I'll get a better graphics card. So, because by the time that I get all the other stuff that I need, it's going to be like 2 generations of graphics cards.
Yeah, I would say if you're planning on keeping the 1050 then, and for a while, at least until you upgrade, if you want a platform like a CPU motherboard RAM combo that'll last you for 5-6 years, then I would say go with something like Ryzen 5. Go for like a 1400 or maybe a 1600 if you can work it out. Go for 8 gigs of RAM and then upgrade to 16 later if you want. Use the 1050. You're going to get decent frame rates, especially in 1080p. The 1050 is a little underkill, I will say, but if you upgrade that to a 1070 later on, let's say you get a used 1070 for like $200-$300, like that's a good price for one right now, then you'll be sitting really good because that's a really good value combo right there, like Ryzen 5 1070-ish. So that's what I would shoot for. Just kind of hang out with that 1050 for a while, upgrade that Q6600 platform. Still a great, I mean, it's a quad core CPU, right? But it's based on what, like 2000 and I'm gonna misstate this year. I think it's like 2006. I want to say is a Q6600, something like that. It's pretty old. It's over a decade old. So yeah, upgrade that platform first.
I can tell that it's like seriously bottlenecking my graphics card.
Yep, it will. That's exactly what that's going. Even a 1050, it'll bottleneck a 1050. It's hard to believe, but it actually will do that. But anyway, man, best of luck. Appreciate you getting on the live stream.
All right, what do we got? Decaquin Tirana. Oh God.
It's D Quintatarn, and I already talked and asked my question. I'm just listening in, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, no, cool, sweet. Greg, by the way, the 1070s in Canada, even used, are like 370 plus.
I'm gonna like gouge my eyes out. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, I have a GeForce GTX Strix 1060 OC. I got it on Amazon, and I scrounged around to find the best deal, and I still paid $436 for a 1060.
430. Was this in the middle of the mining craze though? How long ago was this?
This was 2 months ago.
Okay, so it's a downturn, but still, you paid a lot more.
That was the best price. Still, right now, they've gone down about $20 since.
Yeah, that's insane. That's what we pay for a 1070 here.
I know, and I actually want to run a 1070 in my system.
Yeah.
And still, I haven't. It's like $500 plus for a 1070 here.
That's 1080 territory for us.
Yeah, it's retarded, man. Retarded.
Always a step below, even though you're paying not more.
I honestly just want to get in my car and drive to the States, buy it, and bring it back.
Oh,
but
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just
like,
a waste.
The ideal situation. Like the people in like Canada, or not Canada, the people live in like Vancouver and Toronto. I could imagine that'd be pretty feasible. Although it'd be difficult trying to get that through customs, but you know.
No, because I just put it in a computer, like a case, on my way down. Have my computer in the car with me on my way down. I'm going to a gaming event. Come back up with the exact same Asus Strix card in it.
Watch out, man! Big Brother's watching. What do y'all call Big Brother in Canada? Do you have like a Big Brother saying in Canada?
No, I can still use Pirate Bay here. They just a whole bunch of windows will pop up and say, hey, you're not supposed to, like they're slapping your wrist, and you just X out and you can still use them here. There's no real laws against any of that here. There's a couple like internet companies they'll throttle you for a month if you're caught doing too much torrent downloading. Yeah. But other than that, no, it's dumb here. I hate it here. I want to move to the States so bad, man. You have no idea.
People want to move to Canada who live here, so I don't know. Maybe
you know what? Honestly, I would take Trump over frickin' Trudeau, whatever his name is, all day long. Because
we'll leave it there, my man. I appreciate you stopping by the live stream. We'll move on. We give some other people some chances. We're gonna actually be hanging up here soon. Don't have much longer. I got some schoolwork to get to. I know that's like a serious downer, but.
All right, Matt V. Merman, whatever.
What's up? You can call me Matt if it's. You can call me Matt instead. Anyway, hello from Israel. It's right now 6 a.m. I think. And what I wanted to talk about is so basically about cell phone prices and internet prices. Like here, I pay for unlimited, uncapped data for like $15. So yeah, that's a thing here. And we have a net neutrality laws and everything. So basically the difference is that they cannot block any website and they cannot block any service, even though we have only 3 infrastructure companies and we pay for the ISP a different payment. And we have like 20 ISP companies and still they don't allow monopoly, they don't allow blocking, they don't allow tiering, and don't allow anything of that. So yeah, that's where you should be going, and I don't know, just start suing the companies if they're starting to do anything like that, like blocking or tiering prices.
Yeah,
I really think that's really stupid what's going on there.
What part of Israel are you from?
The Israeli part, just closer to the center, but yeah, Israel is a small country.
Yeah, for sure. What is it, Tel Aviv? You guys have got a pretty crazy technology scene over there right now. There's a lot of startups coming out of there. A lot of technology it's getting built over there, I guess, in Tel Aviv now.
Basically, every big company in the world has a R&D center in Israel. Yeah. But it's more north than Tel Aviv. Like Tel Aviv is just a basic, it's like the New York of Israel. Yeah. But they're spread out all over like all the Intel chips are being developed in Israel, apparently. All the processors. So yeah, but the thing is that about the net neutrality, that we had laws from 2011, I think, about net neutrality, but they still permit, like we still say something about its fair use, like you cannot overuse it, and then they are allowed to slow you down or whatever. But they cannot really. because they cannot prove that you use the internet too much or whatever.
Right.
So yeah.
Mm.
Good luck with the effort. It's really important.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, yeah, I don't really know much Hebrew, but Boker Tov.
Nice one.
That's about all I got. That's probably insulting, I'm sure, but
no, it's not. It's actually really good.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
Oh, that's right. You did go to Israel. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Hiked Timnah. That was fun.
Yeah, that's south.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really hot there.
Yeah, you were in Egypt too, weren't you? You went through Egypt.
No, Jordan and Israel. And
I thought you were in Cairo.
The border.
Oh.
Yeah.
The border crossing to Egypt is a lot harder to get through than to Jordan, because the peace agreement to Jordan is a lot better than with Egypt.
Yeah.
But still, you can just go through some kind of border pass. So yeah, won't waste too much of your time.
DM me on Twitter or something. I'll take you to dinner next time I'm over there.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
All righty.
All right, let's do like one or two more, Will.
All right, we got Daniel Page. What's up, dude? Daniel?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep. No. What's your question? Be quick. We're trying to get through everybody.
Yeah, no, now I kind of feel a little bit useless after that good conversation you guys just had. I was just asking, what kind of overclock settings have you been able to get on an RX 480 with just a stock cooler and no water block or anything like that? Is that?
Not much. I'll confess, I usually don't overclock cards anymore. I just don't even bother. I mean, most of them will kind of throttle themselves. So if you take, like, I know I'm more familiar with this with NVIDIA cards. I know that they will throttle heavily when they get pretty hot. They'll drop 200-300 megahertz. And when they're cooled appropriately, they'll stay maxed out clock speed. I mean, you don't even have to touch them and they'll actually auto overclock to some extent, or they have that boost clock is what they get. It's basically auto overclocking. AMD has similar things. What's up?
What's a fairly acceptable temperature for a graphics
for like
card?
a reference cooler RX 480?
No, it's not a reference. It's an MSI. It's got 2 fans.
Okay, you don't want any card getting above like 85 C. Like that's, I would say if you're in like the mid to low 80s, you're fine. Getting into 90 degrees is unhealthy unless it's a a Fiji GPU, which is like R9 390. R9 290X, that type deal. So unless it's Fiji, it shouldn't get above 85, I would say.
Okay. And what about temperature-wise on the Ryzen R1700?
Ryzen CPU, any CPU shouldn't get above 80. I would say same thing, around mid 80s. Like if you're getting close to water boiling temperature, then it's too hot. And what will happen is the CPU will throttle itself. You'll know when you get too hot, your CPU will throttle, or in some cases with Ryzen, the PC will completely shut off. So
okay, see that's pretty much what I've thought. I've just been always afraid to push it because I've always stuck around like 65, 70, something like that.
Those are safe temperatures there. Sorry, man, we got to go. We got to move on to other people. But that's
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Cool, man. Take it easy.
Alrighty. What about Aaron Montel, whatever? Aaron, whose last name looks like Post Malone. Once, twice, sold, done. All right, see you later, buddy. Andries, gosh, man, all right. The guy that I just unmuted.
Oh, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
This is the only question I have. How are there ISP monopolies in the US? Because I'm not Canadian or American. I'm from a third world country in South America. Why are there monopolies, like in terms of ISPs? How are they able to get that?
Construction laws, permits, the fact that the FCC actually allows them to be monopolies, but they regulate pricing on utilities.
Yes, but like people are not willing to pay, well, not for the initial, but for the service afterward to get that infrastructure from that company in the first place.
What do you mean?
For example, here most buildings, they're not individual houses. There's compounds
Right.
And they're administered by a single person. They're like apartment buildings, but spread out.
Right.
And those get offers from the ISPs to build infrastructure in those buildings to sell to people.
Yep.
And there's like 5 different companies in the buildings I live in. How does the US not have that? They have more money.
The US
they have more spending power.
Yeah, on a micro level, the U.S. does that with apartment complexes, but the difference is to keep construction costs low. I mean, you know, if we wanted to bring in Comcast and say 3 other cable companies, that's 3 or 4 different runs inside the building, right, to get that cable to different people. So what they do is they just have, you know, they'll sell the entire apartment complex to Comcast, right? So if you want internet, you're going to buy it from Comcast. If you want TV, you're going to buy it from Comcast. If you don't, or say you wanted WoW or you wanted Cox or Mediacom or any of the other ones, you could call them and ask them, but they're just not going to be able to do it because the apartment complex is not going to give them, you know, the authority or whatever to actually go in there and do it.
That's so sketchy.
Yep.
Money talks, man.
Yep. All
the
right.
US is sad. Okay. Thanks.
Hey, man.
Who we got? Furs. All right. That's not even a word, so I can't be yelled at for not pronouncing that. What's up? Last name Clan with a microphone that's really loud. All right. Sounds good to me. Rising Bosses of Epicness. I can read that one. What's up, dude?
Oh, dude. What's going on, man?
Yo.
Do you like my T-Rex costume?
Oh, that's why your audio's trash. You're in a T-Rex costume. That's all.
Yeah, my audio's pretty trashy, brah.
Oh, wow, thanks.
That's all right.
They say the same. All right, quick question. Have you heard of Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, that's what we get when we do a live stream, when we bring people on board.
Dude, it was the most interesting conversation that I had all year. I'll tell you about it sometime later, but legit question. Was Blue Sky your favorite build?
Oh, my favorite build?
Yeah.
I liked Andromeda. I really liked Andromeda. That was a really fun build. I think it looked really good.
So I'm assuming you didn't like the game, though, right?
No, hate the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you sometime later.
Cool, man. Sweet costume. See you later.
Yeah. All right. That was interesting. Let's end it with Octane Gamer. What's up, dude?
Hey, can you hear me well?
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, one question. I have a HD 7850 that goes up to 90. That is really hot. Should I add thermal pads or should I replace the cooler?
Okay, repeat that a little slower because your audio is kind of trashy. I'm not gonna lie. What was that?
I'll put my mouth close to the mic. My HD 7850 goes up to 90.
Yeah.
Should I put thermal pads or should I replace the cooler?
Have you already replaced the thermal paste? 7850.
Yeah, I did. It did.
Yeah, I would do that first. I wouldn't even worry about it. Don't worry about your cooler or whatever. I would swap the thermal paste first because you probably got some really terrible thermal paste that's rotted over the past 5 years that it's been in existence. So that would be my first thing. You'll probably
but ambient temperature is a bit high though. Say it again.
Just swap your thermal paste, dude. That's what I would do.
Okay. Well, thank you though.
All right.
Yeah, that went well.
You did. So that was interesting. Let's see. T-Rexes, Jehovah's Witnesses. Man, you never know what's going to happen.
That was lovely. Well, for those who are still around, we appreciate it. The 300 or so who stuck around. I think we peaked at like 520, 530, which was pretty sweet. That was
yeah,
that was really nice. We'll have to do some things extra to keep them around next time. Maybe have some actual topics to discuss instead of just like improving, which was my fault. What's up?
I'll just wear my Speedo.
Yeah, Will in a Speedo will definitely attract certain people.
The female ratio will go way up on your channel.
Bob says use alcohol. That might be an option.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the Jehovah's Witnesses and T-Rex comes back, then maybe.
That T-Rex is my spirit animal. Oh gosh. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for contributing in the chat. Thanks for those who donated and for those who came into the live chat on Hangouts. We'll be doing this every single Sunday. It's called After Hours, and we'll have special guests with Will and I on every Sunday night. So stick around. It'll be more interesting. I promise. It'll be a little more refined.
Yeah, if you guys stick around, this will stick around. If later this week we're going to be sending out tweets. If you don't follow Greg on Twitter at Science Studio YT, we're going to be releasing all the merch crap you guys wanted.
Merch. I'm spamming right now. Merch. Here we go. Oh wait.
Yeah, I don't think it worked for you, bro.
Yeah, it didn't work because when you type in at Science Studio YT, it just defaults to like Science Studio. Good game, me. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Sergio, McLovin's not here. McLovin works. Nip slip. You still haven't done it, Will.
Hey, send me 100 Bitcoins.
Look at all that. Look at all that merch spam. I want you all to spam merch right now. Every single one watching this live stream, type the word merch and click enter.
Send me 100.
And then we'll end the chat.
Nipple and give it to you.
I want you to break the chat. Just do it. Everyone type merch. That's what I'm talking about. Keep going. I want to see more of it. Come on. I'm waiting for them to hear it in the live stream. And then we'll see it.
All right.
Waiting. What was supposed to be a link? No, it wasn't supposed to be a link. Not yet.
Merch
Setting it up.
This week. We'll tweet about it.
Merch. There goes the merches. There goes the merches. There they go. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, look at that. Is so awesome.
All right.
I love it. You guys are awesome. This is so cool. It's just like a waterfall. It's just flowing like water. You have to be water. Remember that? Wasn't that Bruce Lee said that? Be water. Water flows. Right?
Yeah, go tweet us your favorite screenshot of this live stream.
Yeah, give us a tweet. Let's see if we can cop that guy in the T-Rex costume. And tweet us, and we'll retweet your tweet.
All right, we're good.
All right, peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again next Sunday at 9 p.m. CST. That's 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
This is Science Studio. Thanks for whatever.
Peace out.
Thanks for your $5.99 a minute.
Yeah, thanks for your $4.99 event.
Oh, see ya.